microphone hooked up. Just locking in the old camera holder rig. New fancy dancy light. So if you're watching, let me know what's better. This is all the way up. This is the warmer setting, as what it calls. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not from over here, but let me know if you guys can hear me. Is the music too loud, or because I think I have the microphone hooked up, but let me know if it sounds any different. So maybe you can hear me a little better now. I turned down the music. So Nick says, what are the benefits you feel from alternating arm presses, question mark. The biggest at least for me right now in this particular movement, the biggest reason why I'm doing the alternating is I want more time at the bottom of the position. You know, I want more time at my elbow. You know what I mean, at 90. Also, too, it's kind of more. in this position, I'm kind of stretching the pec a little bit. You know, I'm only doing this with, it's only 20 pounds, so it's not heavy. Um, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do definitely one more at 20 pounds, and then I'm gonna see if you know, I'm gonna warm up pretty good, pretty much. But at least at this moment, that's what I'm doing for the alternating arm press. Um, but that's good. So you say it's still using the phone's mic? It's charging. Uh, you know, it's hooked up, so it's definitely charging. So maybe I missed the wires. No, I don't think so. Mic's plugged in there. Mic's plugged in there. So let's see. Nick says that makes sense. Longer time in. The stretch is good. Josh says yeah. So just the phone mic. All right. I'm not sure what's going on because it's charging, so that means that it's plugged in right. You know, everything else is plugged in. So another thing too, I don't know if you noticed it, but on the first set I didn't do it. The set I am, at least on the last half of the reps. Uh, while I'm pressing up, I'm pushing my shoulders forward, and then once I get full range, I'm tracking back, and bring it back down. Definitely only do that with lightweight. This is only 20 pounds. Uh, but at least for me, it's real good in the shoulder. You know, forgot retraction. Forgot the other one, but that's what it is. Those two movements.
Let's see. So use a lav mic. Okay. The lav mic. Talking about this one, right? This is the one you're talking about. Oh, what's up, Mike says 2 ads for the video moving up in the YouTube world. That's what I'm talking about. Definitely moving up. But that means maybe more commercials for you guys. So you gotta take the good with the bad. That being said, I appreciate you watching. Um, all right, so let's scroll to the bottom. So I'm gonna set up this camera. Let me just read this one more comment real quick. Nick says, did press is Monday, but we'll try it out this weekend and see how it feels. Yeah, go very light, Nick. Like I wouldn't even like you know what I mean. You'd probably be fine, but I wouldn't go over 20 pounds for at least for right now. Um, so let me set this up.
How's this? Can you guys hear me with this? How's this? Can you guys hear me with this microphone? So this is back in for about 20 minutes. All right, we'll see you then. Josh, this is back to the phone mic. All right, yeah, it was definitely worth a shot. It's definitely worth a shot. Sail's background music is epic. That's good. I appreciate that. So far, this is the only copyright-free music that I found that has not uh, been flagged by YouTube. This is AI music. It's good music, but it's like missing something. You can tell it's missing something. Maybe that little bit of the human spirit. But yeah, it's definitely pretty good for a computer. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right, Sarah? These, she says, "Oh shit, I didn't realize it was AI." Wow. Yeah, it's all computer. So I don't know if you guys saw what I did with this last set, but it's a combination of head fly, lap pullover, or then a front raise kind of thing. But what you want to try to do with these is you kind of want to definitely want to keep your chest up, but you don't want to do it with your lower back. You want to do it with your upper back. You know what I mean? So you don't really want to arch until you want to keep your chest up, stand tall, kind of thing. And then, as the movement goes, you just try to, slowly increase the range of motion, and ideally, you feel better after. But this is only 5 pounds, so it's real light, but just enough to stretch some things out, and But I'll be doing the exercises will be pretty long, but I'll also be taking longer breaks. So if you guys have any arm wrestling questions, let me know. Powerlifting questions too, maybe. Julian, what's up, man? Let's see. Josh says, "Do you ever do JM presses for inner elbow pain?" Yeah, I definitely do. I even did it when I was powerlifting. I'm sure you probably know this, but if you don't, the guy that invented the exercise, JM, I think it's Blakely, JM Blakely. That's how long it's been since I've been in the powerlifting world. But he's a smart powerlifter. I don't think he's definitely not competitive anymore, but he's still coaching. JM Blakely, yeah, that's the name. But he's the guy that invented them. So I even did those when I was powerlifting. I do it when I was powerlifting. I did it more for pressing strength with the tricep. Now I do it more for recovery for the elbow. I like to go since I'm arm wrestling with the JM presses. I like to focus more on the pause at the bottom. 5 seconds. Usually every set will be like a 5 second pause at the bottom. So the majority of my focus is the isometric static, however you want to say it, at the bottom. I still do the extension part, but when I do go heavy, I focus more, definitely way more on the bottom part too. Sometimes I'll even just I'll keep my elbow locked and I'll do a heavy pullover, from a JM press position. So it's like training the elbow in that arm wrestling angle, all tight and everything. I got another question for you guys. I'm curious to know your opinion, if you guys have any opinions, because I think it's interesting. Maybe it's just because I'm talking more, but the lives that we do, the pre-lifts lives, almost always do better, like in terms of views and stuff, than the lifting lives. So I wonder what you guys think it could be from. Probably just because I'm talking more, maybe. So this will be my last set of these. I don't even know what to call them. You call them head fly, pull over, front delt raise combo, whatever you want to call them. This is not something I normally do. I usually just do it. I do them sometimes in recovery. I do, but today I'm gonna skip the medium heavy skull crushes. I'm gonna do these instead, and I'm gonna focus more on the triceps with the cables. It'll be a little more smoother. Brian says, yeah, maybe more engagement because you're talking, but also maybe the title or hashtag sending traffic your way. Could definitely be. I use pretty much this. I use the same exact hashtags though. I was thinking the same thing, kind of. I'm talking more. Nick says, "Bots, welcome." I don't know how long they'll be here for. We got the hammer in the chat, aka that camera guy, aka Josh. What's up, Wolfie? So actually, I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do some of those JM presses, not the presses, but the stretches, the pullover stretch I was telling you about. But I'm gonna go real light. I'm only gonna grab 12. I'm gonna go 12 first, maybe I'll go to 20. But my hoodie is stuck. Don't worry, easy fix, easy fix. But I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's two parts on the way down, one part on the way up. So on the way down, you focus on the extension negative of the tricep. Once you get to the full range of motion of the tricep, you start kicking back the elbow, keeping the elbow locked, stretching the tricep, stretching the lat. On the way up, I'm going slow, but when you go heavy, you throw the elbow forward, and then with the momentum, tricep extension through it. It's a good way to get a lot of force in the tricep tendon. It's good for benchers, but it is also good for arm wrestlers to recover. All right, good question. Brian says, "Hey Josh, when is Ray's match? Question mark. I want to check that out. He looked swole at practice." And then he says whiplash. And then Josh says, "This Saturday he has one in Long Island." Fun fact about Ray, he was the head referee at the first ever Dungeon Super Series. So thank you very much, Ray, for helping us out. Did a great job reffing. I don't think this will work with my gloves on. Nope. Brian says, "Okay, that's the Mac one." Yeah, pretty sure it is. It is it's the Mac one, and it's the one ran by Dan Longstead, not Dan the Nightmare. There's another Dan. I think they work together, so I think that's why people confuse them. But yeah, it is a Mac event. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is, because I was talking about Ray about the Mac table, different pads and rules and stuff. Yeah, watch out when you wear flip flops sometimes. Sometimes they catch. Fun fact. So 12 was too light, so I didn't get the same stretch stimulus feeling in the tendon, so I bumped it up only 8 pounds, but just enough to get the stimulus we're looking for. Brian says I'll check out Ray's match. Josh says I was going to go and film for Ray, but I have a car show I'm going to film and do a, let's see, there's something blocking it, do a video on. I post car show videos unlisted. So that means what, like a private video, right? You put them up, but it's only for people you want to show get to see, right? Kind of thing. So I'm gonna do one more set of these. I'll probably more than likely stay at the 20, but we'll find out after rep number 1. Dress is not private, unlisted. I sent out a link. Oh, okay. All right. That's good to know. That means if you get a link, that means Josh wants you to watch some cars. And speaking of cars, how's that 4-door sedan doing, Josh? Pretty good? Good MPG. It's a nice family car too. Yep, that was good. It's a good one right there. Oh, a nice convenient feature by YouTube asking if we're still listening. We're still listening. Check the book. Next, we're going to move over to the cable machine. So let me get everything situated. Oh man, I don't know if you saw that face, but I hit my funny bone. Funny bone is extra tender today. Let's see. Nick says it's like Netflix. Are you still watching? Or did you pass? Yeah, exactly. We're still listening. We're still watching. Josh said, I'm excited to see you stream with that new tablet. I am too. I'm very excited. Plus, I bet I could probably edit some pretty decent videos on that thing too. Nick says, out after 3 episodes. YouTube gives you one song. Josh says to Brian, bro, come to Jersey again on Sunday. I'm trying. Don't worry, Josh. We'll get him. We'll maybe even get Sayla too. You know, maybe Sayla, she's watching. Brian, he's watching. Jersey could be fun. Brian says, hello. Nick asked what I was doing Sunday. Healing, LOL. I'll definitely come again, though, sooner than later, for sure. Great team. Yeah, definitely, man. You know, it's definitely a great team. Sean was messaging me a little bit. He was worried that I wasn't going to get good work in, but I think he pulled the old switcheroo, which was good, in a good way. All right. So next, I'm going to do some internal rotation. I'm going to go real light. I'm going to see how it feels. But more than likely, I'm going to stay with the weight that we used to warm up last week. Josh says we love seeing teams travel. It was great having you all. Yeah, it's definitely it was good training. It was great training. It was a fun field trip. Um, Maybe next time we could set some time up either before or after, and maybe we can make some, make some videos or something. That could be fun. That could be good. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, 100%. So if you guys have any video ideas, next time we meet up with the Jersey boys, um, yeah, let us know what you guys want to see. Maybe we could do some. We can interview some of the athletes. We can talk about uh, people's dream matches, possible and you know impossible matches that could happen. Whole bunch of stuff. So I think last week we worked up like 9 or 10 maybe. We're only at 5 right now. This should probably be the heaviest we go for the internal rotation. This works a lot of things. It's definitely shoulder, but for me right now, I'm actually doing it for the elbow joint. But it is definitely the pec, the shoulder. Everything pretty much. writing some more down for the notes real quick. I'll probably do, I'm definitely going to do another recovery workout later on in the evening. If anyone wants to join, let me know. I'm not sure on what time, but it'll be in the evening. So shoot me a message if you're interested. Yeah, I'm not sure on time, so we'll have to play that by ear. I'm going to do one more set at 5 again here. That'll probably be it for this exercise. All right, looks like Brian wants in for the recovery workout later on. He's just sending you a text, bro. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let me check. I'm gonna check this light real quick. Yeah, it looks good. Some reason yesterday we did it in a live and I couldn't get to stay on, even though it said it was fully charged. But it's doing good so far. Over an hour, and I think it shut off after that. Bryce is about something else, but I'll let you know about that too. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully it's something good. Let's see. So I'm going to do one more exercise. It's going to be a tricep exercise. I'm gonna do one more set. That was, I'm gonna do 2 sets. The plan is right now to 2 sets of high reps. I didn't really count, but it's probably like 50-ish between all the reps. Started off with a tricep extension. So say this is the towel, grabbing it like this. So the weight is here. Triceps this way, and then at the end, finished here. Even though the triceps not moving, it's stabilizing. I'm gonna do one more set, so if you guys have any final questions, let me know. Yeah, one more set. Pretty good. That was a good recovery lift. But let's see. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you get a lift in too. Lift alongside. Get your recovery gains. If you're going heavy, I got some heavy lifts if you want to lift us alongside of a heavy lift. But thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.